I'm Vivian Clifton, and I get to talk to you about creativity because a lot of what I do every minute of the day is labeled as creative. So, glad to be here. To echo what Jeff said earlier, in the beginning, God
created.
Bam! Okay. We, humans, are made in the
Image
of God, which means we're made creative, right? Super cool. Okay. Some of you probably know this because I've said it a few times. I love this statistic. Guess how many people under the age of 6 test as highly creative? Bam again. 100% of kids under the age of 6. Guess how many adults test as highly creative?
None of them.
That could be. The research I've read says less than 2%. So that could very well be accurate. So there's something that happens between being a child and being an adult where we kind of lose that creativity. And I think that's really, really interesting because Jesus came, right? Jesus, he's like, you have to enter the kingdom of heaven as a child. So I just want to talk a little bit about that. One more thing about the way kids draw, they've done tests of like how kids place things in their little like drawings with like big circles and heads, you know. And apparently they place them on the paper pretty well up till about age 8. And then they start thinking, okay, this is where this goes, this is where this goes, and it's less pleasing placement for their basic drawings. So back to trying to loop it around here. Creating is putting something, like when God created the heavens and the earth, all that, beginning, whatever, it's putting something where there wasn't anything, right? We do that all the time. Anytime we're writing a paper, there is a blank document, and we're putting words there. We're creating. Anytime we're thinking about engineer, whatever, I don't do that, we're creating. Anytime we're music, creating, art, creating. And something about that, also as Jeff was reading, in the first thing, when God created the light and dark, he said that it was
good.
Before he separated, right? And then the rest of them, it was like after, you know, he did it, and then he saw that it was good. Yeah. It's so interesting. We have the opportunity to just let things come out of us, and then we have the tendency to just judge it and be like, oh, I can't be as creative as that musician because what came out of me isn't good. And I think it's beautiful that God saw what came out of him as good. And there's so much research about, especially songwriting, and actually influential papers, the people who get the most hits for music write the most songs, period. The people who get the most influential papers write 3 times more papers than anybody else. So the ratio of good to, or stand out above the rest to not stand out above the rest is about the same for every human being. We're just called to create. We're called to make it. We're called to accept what comes out of us and keep going. And that's an element of faith. Like trusting that what comes out of me, God likes it a lot. And that's all I have for you. So, actually, no, I lied. That's not all I have for you. This is something that I think is really fun as a form of meditation, journaling, whatever. I like to take paint and just abstractly go with like how I'm feeling. And so this is my very personal journal. And there's all these, so there's like words in here. This one. And like, it's so cool to like know what it means. But then also just the freedom of just feeling it, just feeling the color go on the page. Just like being a kid. So I want to encourage you with that. I want to encourage you to enjoy creating, whether you're in the 2% or the 98%, it doesn't matter. We're still God's image. And that's it.